forward at 6'8" from Syracuse, number 7, Carmelo
Ninth in all-time leading scoring, a 10-time All-Star, just a pure bucket getter. With his retirement being announced the other day, I thought this was the perfect opportunity to finally bring out the Carmelo Anthony build a lot of you guys have been asking about. I mean, it doesn't have the best build name, but I think the way this build is going to play and has played, it does everything super well, especially offensively. Now, if you're making this build and you're wondering how to do it, this is what I did initially with this build. I went the offensive scoring route. We got the 81 mid-range, 75 three-pointer, which you guys will see is all you need. We've got contact dunks, the high driving layup, a little bit of post control. Obviously, we can do all the good dribble animations, and we have pretty good defense to get the job done. Now, for some reason, there's not too many good Carmelo Anthony animations like dribble pull-ups and spin shots like that. They don't even have his triple threat, which he's like known for. So this is typically what I do use on builds like this, and this is what I've been rocking with. And I do have a couple gameplays I'm going to show you guys along the way. This is everything I was using, and this is what the badges look like as of right now. Like I said, I will show you guys a couple gameplays and how I made this build. This is everything I had. This is just base, just the stuff that I started off with. Of course, I have extra badges from hitting level 40 and being legend, but I barely have any badges, and I'm able to do pretty much everything I want to do already. And I can only imagine what this build will look like maxed out just with badges. And it's also crazy. I've seen a lot of people talk about if Dwight Howard and Carmelo Anthony are Hall of Famers. Please stop. That is so disrespectful. It's absolutely unreal. This is a first ballot Hall of Famer, no questions asked. But I am going to show you guys how I went ahead and made this build. 3-level scorer, Carmelo Anthony. Let's go ahead and get into it. But this is the Carmelo Anthony build. We're going to go with the small forward this time. We're going to be 6'8", 231 pounds with a 7'2" wingspan. I think when you're 231, with Carmelo especially, I think solid looks the best here. Now, what's a lot of fun about this build, I feel like it's probably one of the most well-balanced offensive builds that I've created so far this year. With an 85 close shot, any of those standing around the rim shots go in a lot, especially if you have slasher takeover or post scoring takeover. All those little hook shots and layups like that when you're just standing under the rim, they go in a lot. With an 84 driving layup, we get pretty much all the layup packages that you would want, and we do get that gold acrobat and gold fearless finisher. Like I said, I've made so many already very contested and tough layups with just an 84 driving layup, so I think that's perfect for this build. Match that with an 86 driving dunk, and I think with the build like this, you don't have to go for as many contact dunks, but you do get that gold limitless takeoff, and you get silver posterizer, so you will be able to get contact dunks. I feel like if you kind of finesse with this a little bit and don't just spam contact dunks the whole entire time, you'll catch your defender off guard and you will get contact dunks. Then we're just going to take our post control to an 87, of course, with Carmelo Anthony just dominated in the post. So we got back down Punisher on Hall of Fame if we want to use that, postman technician, all the good badges that we would want. Come down to the shooting badges with an 85 mid-range. With Carmelo Anthony, we got to make sure we have that high mid-range, and we're going to go with an 83 three-pointer just so we can have that silver agent threes. So we're going to be very lethal with shooting the basketball. We're going to be able to shoot threes off the dribble. We can shoot any mid-range shot we want to, post phase, hop shots, all that good stuff. I made already so many contested ones with just base badges, so I can only imagine when I get all these badges finally maxed out how good this build really is gonna be. Take our free throw just to a 75. It was just the extra ones that we had. We come to the playmaking. I went with a 67 pass accuracy. You still get bailout and stuff like that, just kind of basic stuff that you do need. Our ball handle, I was kind of contemplating if I wanted to go with a Hall of Fame quick first step, but I just went with gold. I feel like it's quick enough, and it saved us a few badge points so that we could allocate elsewhere. And of course, with the speed of the ball, just go to a 75 so you can get that Michael Jordan dribble style. Defensively, it's not the best. Of course, Carmelo Anthony wasn't really known for being a good defender, but this still is going to get the job done for the most part. We've got a pretty high perimeter defense for, considering it's Carmelo. We're not going to touch our steal. We're going to take our block to a 70 so we get that bronze anchor. And of course, we got to make sure we get some rebounds in here with a 75 offensive rebound, or with a 75 defensive rebound and a 60 offensive rebound. We're going to be able to get some boards. This is what I did for the physicals. Of course, Carmelo wasn't the quickest, but he does have that gold bully, which is pretty nice, pretty good, decent vertical and stamina too. And this is what the build's going to end up with: 20, 23, 15 to 13. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if you have any extra badges, I'll probably throw a good amount on playmaking just so you can have them. And then for me, I went with the rest just on finishing, just because there's so many badges you can use here. You get so many badges on Gold and Hall of Fame. I think that's probably the best route. Takeover options are pretty sick. You get post scoring, sharpshooting, shot creating, and slasher take. I love running this shot creating and post scoring takeover at the same time. I feel like that's pretty lethal. But of course, also you got the slashing and sharpshooting. If you really just want to go full offensive force, I feel like you can't go wrong with these two. And like I said, you get the build name 3-level scorer, shades of Andrew Wiggins, Kiki Vanderway, and Michael Porter Jr. Not too worried about the build name, but the build itself, it's pretty nasty. But I'm going to show you guys some of the gameplay. I ran shot creating, post scoring takeover, and another gameplay when I had slasher and sharpshooting takeover. I think it's pretty sick, just to show you how the build plays right when you make it. Now, I did want to show you guys some gameplay. This is just at the base 90 overall. So when you first make the build, throw on some rebirth badges. This is what you could be doing. And we're going up against somebody that's kind of good. Now, this is a banner I wish I would have grinded for. I hadn't gotten it last season. I should have done it. So we just have to stick with this and the Starks jersey. Not the greatest look. Running shot creating and post takeover, I usually like to kind of sit more in the mid range and do hop shots and stuff like that, just to keep them off balance. Now, like I said, this build still gets the contact dunks, but when I do this, I kind of like to just do more of the mid-range stuff, get them off balance a little bit, and then you can start going for contact dunks, because they're not going to be expecting it, especially when you're just kind of moving like this. Hit him with a couple of spin layups. Maybe not that. Dude, what is he doing? This he just like charged up to run to the rim. Now, I don't have the greatest perimeter defense, but we do have a little bit of interior going on our side right here, so that's always good. And like I said, when you do at least one move, they're not expecting the contact dunks. Now let's play a little bit like Carmelo, a little jab step, little hop jumper right here. Are they expecting the hop jumper? No, sir. That's green. You already know that. I love doing those hop jumpers. You don't see too many people do stuff like this. Now, you do have to remember, this is like pretty much no badges right now. So I'm not playing like up to my full potential yet. But when it comes to that kind of stuff, you know, I can knock that down. And we got dual takeover. This is when it gets fun. Like, you're pretty much unguardable at this point. Magic Johnson layup package. I forgot I had that on. That is so goofy looking. Let's see if we just get a little hoop. This is my signature move. Like, that might be the new move I like doing the most. Like, you run to the rim, hop into the post real quick. This hoop, hoop. Oh my gosh, they're not expecting that. That is too clean. And then when you do a few moves like that, like I was saying before, that's when you can start throwing in the contact dunks, because they're really not gonna be expecting that. Oh my gosh, just crabbed him off that move too. Yeah, we're getting our bag now. That's just it is just too easy. I can't wait till I get my post control up a little bit more and I'm spinning by guys like that every single time. You get a sky hook in here, that'd be kind of nice, right? But after a three-pointer, the 75 three to the dome, you already know what time it is. That's too easy. I get the little cream hook in here just for old time's sake. Just hit him with a little hook shot. You already know what color it is. I'm telling you guys, this build is so well-rounded. I know it's a 3-level score, but like I said, it really is. It can score in every dimension easily. It looks like we got a Knicks fan here. But I am using sharpshooting and slasher takeover this time, which I think is the best offensive combo in the game. Let's see if this guy's pretty good. Oh, yeah. Defense, like I said, is optional. We gotta be careful here. This guy's pretty good. Oh yeah, dude, I love creating shots in the mid-range. It's so fun. See, and like I said too, this build can slash, it can get contact dunks, it can shoot the three-pointer. Look how badly that was timed. Really, when you think of like a 3-level scorer, you kind of think of guys that can just shoot the ball and like dunk and stuff like that, but this build honestly is a 3-level scorer. It finishes tough layups with a high driving layup, three-pointers, contact dunks, mid-range, post fades. It's so sick. Why am I jumping? Dude, I keep thinking people are going to go for contact dunks and they just wiggle around to the basket. Hey, look, who said Carmelo didn't play defense? I'm just really glad that didn't go in. I didn't get the rebound? All right, we're here, though. No, we're there. There is absolutely no way that it's called a shooting foul right there when I just had my hands up. I didn't even jump. All right, well, we're down 17-6. Pretty much no room for error right here. We're going full sweat. I don't even care. I told you this build can slash with the best of them, too. Don't get confused with just mid-range shots. Maybe we hit him with a couple jabs. Little spin off here. Yeah. Just because we don't have shot creating takeover doesn't mean we can't do that, too. Now we have our slasher and sharp take. This is where we're just going to do a few dribbles and hopefully get to the basket or have a 3-point shot off. What's he jumping at? What is he jumping at? See, I don't know what I'm doing in the mid-range either, but we're still slashing. I'm a little Luka. Dude, that's like my favorite move. I do that on so many builds, and like with that quick first step, you get open like every single time. Oh my gosh, look how much room that creates, bro. Look how much room that creates. I don't know if you guys saw back down Punisher pop up, but just that little bit of room with back down Punisher is all you need. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come on. Now we're in our bag, dude. I wish I would have stepped back for 3 right there, but we'll take it. See if we can cook up for a 3 right here. He's gonna start reaching, I think. Oh yeah. Give us that. Give us that. Let's go. Nice. Do you see how quick we can just come back and win that game though? I feel like just a second ago it was 17-6. But with this build scoring on all 3 levels so efficiently, it's probably one of the hardest to defend.